Another year, another list of animated films to see. Hey everyone, this is Rabbit's Blog Animation Bliss, and welcome to my top 10 most anticipated animated movies of 2025. So there's a lot of animated movies being released this year that I'm really looking forward to. So I wanted to go over these animated movies with you guys. But before we get started, here are a few things. Number one, this list is based off of my personal opinion. So there might be some animated movies on this list that you guys might not agree with. Or there might be some animated movies that are not on this list that you guys think should have been on this list. But please comment down below what upcoming animated movies you guys are looking forward to. And number two, there's a possibility that the dates on these movies might be changed. Like there might be some cases where some of these movies are going to be delayed. So if you see any of these movies show up in next year's list, it's probably because they got delayed. So be on the lookout for that. And now let's get started with this list. So the 10th animated movie that I'm looking forward to is Dogman, and the summary states, when a faithful police dog and his human police officer owner are injured together on the job, a harebrained but life-saving surgery fuses the two of them together, and Dogman is born. Dogman is sworn to protect and serve and fetch, sit and roll over. As Dogman embraces his new identity and strives to impress his chief, he must stop the pretty evil plots of feline supervillain Petey the Cat. So the premise of this movie sounds really interesting. Like, yeah, I've seen a lot of animated movies that features a dog as the main character, but never have I seen an animated movie that features a dog being fused with his owner. So that concept was really interesting to me, and the fact that this comes from the same creators as Captain Underpants, which is a book series I've read as a kid and I really enjoyed, has me really interested in seeing this movie, and I like to see where this movie is going. So the next movie on this list is the Smurfs movie, and this movie is supposed to be a musical, so I am pretty interested in seeing how this movie is going to turn out, even though I felt that the animated Smurfs movies in the last few years or so weren't quite as memorable as Hanna-Barbera's original cartoon series. So I'm hoping that this Smurfs movie is going to be just as good as Hanna-Barbera's original animated series, and I am looking forward to seeing what this Smurfs movie is all about. So the next movie on this list is K-pop Demon Hunters, and the summary states, a world-renowned girl group balance their lives in the spotlight with their secret identities as demon hunters. So the premise of this movie sounds really interesting. Having a K-pop band actually being demon hunters is really interesting, and I would love to see where this movie is going, especially when you have a K-pop band being demon hunters, and I like to see what kind of demons they're able to fight against. So yeah, I found the concept of this movie very interesting, and I can't wait to check out this movie. So the next movie that I'm looking forward to is Wildwood, and the summary states, set beyond Portland's city limits in Wildwood, you're not supposed to go there. You're not even supposed to know it exists. But Prue McKeel is about to enter this enchanted wonderland. Her baby brother Mac has been taken by a murder of crows into the forest's depths, and she, along with her hapless classmate Curtis, is going to get him back. Prue might think she's too old for fairy tales, but she's just found herself at the center of one. One filled with strange talking animals, roguish bandits, and powerful figures with the darkest intentions. So I believe that Wildwood was featured in my previous most anticipated animated films list. Like, it seems like this movie keeps getting delayed for some reason, but despite that, I'm still looking forward to watching this movie. The premise sounds really interesting, especially since it's about the main character trying to find their sibling in the forest. So yeah, I'm really interested in checking out this movie. So the next movie on this list is The Colors Within, and the summary states, Tatsuko is a high school student with the ability to see the colors of others. Colors of bliss, excitement, and serenity, plus a color she treasures as her favorite. Kimmy, a classmate at her school, gives off the most beautiful color of all. Although she doesn't play an instrument, Tatsuko forms a band with Kimmy and Ryu, a quiet music enthusiast they meet at a used bookstore in the far corner of town. As they practice at an old church on a remote island, music brings them together, forming friendships and stirring affections. So this is an anime film that actually came out last year, but it's not going to come out in the US until 2025. And the premise of this film sounds really interesting to me, especially since the main character is able to see the colors off of people. That sounds really interesting to me. And I really wanted to watch another anime film. Like last year, I watched The Imaginary, and I really love that film. So I'm really looking forward to watching this film. So the next movie on this list is Night of Zoopocalypse, and the summary states, a wolf and mountain lion team up when the meteor unleashes a virus, turning zoo animals into zombies. They join forces with other survivors to rescue the zoo and stop the deranged mutant leader from spreading the virus. So the premise of this movie sounds really interesting to me. Like, it's been a while since I've seen an animated zombie film, and the fact that this zombie film is about zoo animals being turned into zombies sounds really interesting to me. So I'm really looking forward to watching this movie. So the next movie on my list is The Bad Guys 2, and the summary states, the now reformed bad guys are trying very, very hard to be good, but instead find themselves hijacked into a high-stakes globe-trotting heist masterminded by a new team of criminals they never saw coming, the Bad Girls. So I really enjoyed the first Bad Guys movie. I think it did a really good job at turning the criminal tropes on its head, and I really love the characters. So of course I'm really excited to check out the sequel to this movie and just see how the bad guys are doing after the events of the first movie and see where they're going in the sequel. The next movie on this list is Elio, and the summary states, Elio, a space fanatic with an active imagination, finds himself on a cosmic misadventure where he must form new bonds with eccentric alien life forms, navigate a crisis of intergalactic proportions, and somehow discover who he is truly meant to be. So the fact that this is another Pixar film has me really excited. I love Pixar movies, even though I haven't really been able to watch the most recent ones lately because I don't have Disney Plus and I wasn't able to go to the movie theaters that often these days. But the fact that this is another Pixar movie that's all about space has me really excited, and I like to see where this main character is going as he goes out into space. So I'm really interested to see where the plot of this movie is going to go. The next movie on this list is The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, and the summary states, Porky and Daffy, the classic animated odd couple, turn into unlikely heroes when their antics at the local bubblegum factory uncover a secret alien mind control plot. Against all odds, the two are determined to save their town and the world, that is, if they don't drive each other crazy in the process. So actually this movie came out last year in 2024, but it's not going to come out in theaters until 2025, which is why I included this in the 2025 list. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this movie because I'm a huge Looney Tunes fan, and it's been a while since we last seen a Looney Tunes movie come into theaters. So yeah, the premise of this movie sounds really interesting, especially since it's focusing on Porky and Daffy. And probably the best thing about this movie is that it's 2D animated. It's been a long time since I've seen a 2D animated film in theaters, so I'm so glad that this movie is 2D animated, and I want to see more 2D animated films in the near future. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching this movie pretty soon. Before I talk about my number one most anticipated animated film of 2025, here are a few words from the channel. All aboard the Animated Social Media Express. Want to send some tweets my way? Then follow me on Twitter. Want to join our special animation community? Then join our Discord group, Animation Bliss. Want to see more updates on our YouTube videos? Then check out our Facebook group, Animation Bliss. Want to download on everything going on with this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, back to the video. So my number one most anticipated animated film of 2025 is none other than Zootopia 2. And the summary states, detectives Judy Hopps and Nick Weil find themselves on the twisting trail of a mysterious reptile who arrives in Zootopia and turns the mammal metropolis upside down. I absolutely love the first Zootopia movie. Like, I think that the story was very well told in the first movie, and I really liked the relationship between Nick and Judy, and I wanted to see more from these two characters. Like, it's been like nearly 10 years since we last seen anything related to Zootopia. Well, there was a Disney Plus series that came on, but I don't have Disney Plus, so I wasn't able to watch the series. But yeah, I'm really excited for this movie because I love Zootopia, and I want to see more adventures from Judy and Nick, and I can't wait to see what this movie is going to be all about and how it's going to go. So those are my top 10 most anticipated animated movies of 2025. I'm really looking forward to watching all these movies, especially Zootopia 2 and The Day the Earth Blew Up, the Looney Tunes movie. So yeah, there's a lot of animated movies I'm looking forward to in 2025, and I can't wait to see all of these animated movies. So that's my video, and tell me in the comments down below, what are your most anticipated animated movies of 2025 that you guys are looking forward to? Please let me know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Robbie's Wild Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later. Hey animation fans, like this video? If you want to see more animated content from this channel, then please hit that big old animated subscribe button so that you can get more awesome content from this channel.